Breaking story out of Ohio, where an intense manhunt's going on right now after 8 members of an Ohio family were gunned down execution style. The rampage took place at 4 different locations. Residents in that area, they're on edge. And ABC's Eva Pilgrim has the latest on this manhunt and murder. Eva?
Paula, an absolutely horrific scene, an incredible tragedy. Authorities now trying to find out who killed those 8 people in a rural Ohio town.
A massive manhunt this morning, 8 people dead and a killer still on the loose. Police warning residents to keep their doors in this Ohio community locked as the search continues for the shooter.
We do not know whether we're talking about one individual or 2 or 3 or more.
There is a threat there, and I believe that threat to be armed and dangerous.
On Friday, a 911 caller reporting the gruesome discovery. Investigators say 7 adults and 1 16-year-old all killed execution style, all members of the same family that investigators think were targeted. Their bodies found in 4 homes, all less than 2 miles apart.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, you know, the one mom apparently was killed in her bed with the 4-day-old right there.
That newborn among 3 children who survived the massacre. Stunned family members gathered at a nearby church.
Never have I ever imagined such devastation to a family, to a county.
It's just a terrible thing. You'd have to be a monster to go in and do something like that.
I want to, of course, emphasize that as soon as any details come out about a suspect, any of those details come out, we will push that out on the 9 on Your Side mobile app as well and on WCPO.com, so be sure to stay with us throughout the night. Meanwhile, a lot of unanswered questions, as I mentioned, as the crime scene investigation continues. You can see the road still blocked off here. But 9 on Your Side's John Genovese spoke with former FBI agent and ABC News expert Brad Garrett to just try to figure out how someone could even do this.
It's not uncommon for a shooter like this to go from one house to another house to kill everyone that he thinks has harmed him in some form or fashion.
State Attorney General Mike DeWine says the person or people responsible may still be out there. At least 8 dead around Pike County, including a teenager. Former FBI agent and ABC News expert Brad Garrett spoke with us via Skype.
Well, there's a term called family annihilators.
From his experience in these situations, there is a specific profile.
One individual, typically male, typically white, decide for a number of reasons, primarily financial and primarily loss of control of the family, decide they're going to kill everyone, and many times, or most of the time, kill themselves.
In rural areas, he tells us loved ones are everything.
Their interactions are much more intense because their world is based around their families.
And when something like this happens, surviving relatives are key to catching the killer.
How did this particular shooter fit into the family? How has he changed in recent months?
John Genovese, 9 on Your Side.